Hello, everyone. Chris Matthew with Forbidden Knowledge News. I don't know about all of you, but I really don't like having to wear a mask every time I'm in public, let alone for 7 days at an awesome conference. Well, I have some amazing news. There are no longer any enforceable requirements for mask wearing in Nevada. It is really over. Technically, the lowering of the requirement is only for vaccinated people, but because no one can ask to see a vaccination card, everyone will be taken at their word. It is officially over. So join us at this amazing mask-free conference for 7 days. I hope to see all of you there. Hello again, everyone. Chris Matthew with Forbidden Knowledge News. Today with us is Preston Dennett. He began investigating UFOs and the paranormal in 1986 when he discovered that his family, friends, and coworkers were having dramatic, unexplained encounters. Since then, he has interviewed hundreds of witnesses and investigated a wide variety of paranormal phenomenon. He is a field investigator for MUFON, ghost hunter, paranormal researcher, and author of 26 books and more than 100 articles on UFOs and the paranormal. Preston, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I actually get to meet you soon at the Laughlin UFO Mega Conference. That's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to your presentation. It's going to be about your own personal experiences and journey, which is exciting. You haven't really, talked much about that on any of the shows we've done together, so that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not shy about talking about, my own experiences. I just never really thought about it. Have really focused on other people, but so super excited actually. I was going through all the experiences I've had, and I'm like, wow. I didn't realize that I have had so many experiences, with UFOs myself, and really a wide variety of paranormal stuff. So this is going to be new for me, and I think pretty shocking for people.
Oh, that's really cool. Now, if you could, would you be able to give us maybe a little preview or teaser of some of the experiences you're going to be talking about?
Yeah, certainly. I started out as a skeptic, so I'm going to show how I came from skeptic to researcher. And I did start having experiences pretty early on with a wide variety of paranormal stuff, ghosts, UFOs, out-of-body experiences, precognition. I mean, you name it. I always wanted to dive deep into this stuff and experience it myself, and I sure did. I was out in the fields looking for UFOs, and I saw them. Probably one early experience I had that was really impressive to me was I was driving along one evening. This is around 1992, late at night, late July 1992. This is in Woodland Hills, California, and I had a small. I saw what I thought at first was a bird swooping down towards my car. I thought, no, maybe it's a firecracker. It's late July, but it was pretty clear instantly that it was neither of those. This thing came from about 300 feet high to my right, swooping down and came right in front of my windshield. And it was a small ball of light, about the size of a golf ball, moving back and forth and back and forth. And it darted off pretty quickly. And what I didn't realize at the time was I may have had missing time. So I will be going into that because I actually completely forgot about this sighting. And that's something I've heard from other witnesses. I'm like, how could you forget seeing a UFO? Well,
Right.
Now I know you can. And that was a big red flag for me whenever I hear someone saying, oh, that. I'm like, you may have been abducted. And finally I realized, that may have actually happened to me. So that was really how it all started for me. And following that, I've had probably a good 10 very close encounters with UFOs.
That's really cool. Now, do you find that not only based on your own experiences, but people you've talked to and interviewed, that if they're experiencing UFO activity, that they probably most likely are experiencing some sort of paranormal activity as well? I found that with many of the contactees and experiencers that I've spoken with, that not only have they experienced UFO activity, but something strange or paranormal has also occurred in their life. Is that something common that you found?
Yeah, it's absolutely a general rule, I would say. Many contactees are really profoundly psychic and report having mediumistic abilities, the ability to see ghosts, or having precognitive dreams, out-of-body experiences, do psychic reading, all of these things. And I never really considered myself in that category, though I have to tell you, at the same time I started investigating UFOs. And now that I think of it, right around the same time of that sighting I just mentioned, I started having out-of-body experiences. And not just one or two. I mean, I got really good at it and still am having them to this day. So that's going to be another thing I'm talking about, how I learned how to do out-of-body travel, visited the other side, met deceased relatives, talked to enlightened masters, went to healing temples, learned about past lives. Oh, the stuff you can do on the other side is absolutely incredible. So I'm super excited to talk about that. That's something I haven't had a lot of opportunities to discuss. But man, oh man, I had some incredible experiences with that.
And the best part about that is anyone can do it if they apply themselves and practice it, right?
Yeah, it's a natural human ability. I think most people will have one out-of-body type experience when in their lives. It's one of the most common types of psychic experiences. But yeah, you can learn it. There are methods, which I'll talk about in my presentation. And it's like discovering a whole new world. I mean, it is. You can actually fly, walk through walls, visit all your deceased relatives, and the things you can do are mind-blowing. It completely transformed my life.
That's awesome. Now, before I let you go today, I'd like to get your thoughts on some of the recent, I guess you could call them mild disclosures that have been coming from the media and the government and the Pentagon. And we're supposed to get this big information dump in June. 60 Minutes just had a special about UFOs. So what do you think about the all this mainstream disclosure going on right now? Do you think it's for a particular reason?
Yeah, I do. I'm super excited about it. 60 Minutes hasn't covered the UFO subject before.
Hey,
Former President Obama came on TV and made very positive statements on UFOs. This is a big, big step. I'm super excited about it. I've never seen anything like it since I've been involved in this field, which is almost 35 years. So it's very good news as far as I'm concerned. I do feel like the government's hand is being forced. This is not something I think they're doing willingly. Because this came about as a result of leaked videos, largely. And I think a lot of public pressure and perhaps pressure on the side of the ETs as well. So I do feel like they're sort of dragging their feet a little bit, and I don't expect that they're going to give us full truth and transparency. I don't think they're going to be fully forthcoming. I think they're probably going to put a spin on this. Our government has a long history of lying with this particular subject, so I'm a little wary about it. But I am very eager to see what this upcoming announcement is going to be like. I'm concerned that they're going to try to cast the ETs in a negative light, which I don't feel is justified. My research has shown that this is good news for us. I'm not saying that all people have positive encounters, but by and large, I think that this is not a hostile phenomena, and that it is, good news for humanity. So I'm great, very happy to see people waking up. This is getting pushed into the mainstream. It's on the news every day now, and it's about time.
definitely so. And one more thing before you go, I've had a couple of actual presenters that are going to be there with us in Laughlin tell me that they're almost 100% sure that there could be aliens or ETs that attend these conferences. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh yeah, I've heard of this many times. And in fact, this is not unusual. There have been, when I did a conference in Irvine, people were having experiences in the hotel and outside. And this happened once in another conference, 2, 3, or 4 that I know of. I'm thinking of doing a research project on this. And I have had experiencers come up to me and say that they saw ETs in the conference room. And I have had some very unusual people come up to my table, people with very compelling hypnotic eyes and just a weird aura about them. So this is something to watch out for. Many people who are at these conferences are experiencers themselves. a large majority, I'm guessing. So this is something that would attract ETs, and they do walk among us. We've got to remember there are lots of human-looking ETs. They can put on disguises quite easily as well. Yeah, this would not surprise me one bit, so keep your eyes peeled.
That's going to be great. I'm so looking forward to that. Looking forward to meeting you at the conference. Between now and then, if people want to find out more about you and your research, what's the best way to do so? Website, social media, stuff like that.
Yeah, thanks. I am on Facebook, Twitter. My website is prestondennett.weebly.com. I've got a new YouTube channel as well. Just type in my name. It should take you right there. I'm serious about this subject. I'm not giving up until we see the Roswell craft in a museum and the bodies. Show us. Because to me, disclosures will not be fully complete until the government is absolutely transparent, truthful, and forthcoming with this. And I think it will happen. And then we'll have open official contact with the ETs, and it'll be a different world.
Hey, that would be amazing. I'd be looking forward to that world. Preston, thank you so much for coming by today. I look forward to seeing you in Laughlin. And of course, I look forward to meeting all of you. Have an excellent day. This year's Laughlin UFO Mega Conference is the world's largest. It's going to feature 35 of the world's most incredible scientists, researchers, and contactees, and they're going to be presenting the most incredible information and disclosures over 7 days. There will always be only one presentation at a time, so you don't have to miss anything. You can now register for the full week, for a half week, or even by the day or session. And not only is there going to be over 35 amazing presentations, you're going to get a Skywatch, you get to meet and greet with all these amazing presenters, exclusive film screenings, and much more. Go to the website, LaughlinUFOMegaconference.com right now and register. Last year's conference was awesome. It was absolutely amazing, and this year's is going to be even better. So join us for an incredible 7 days of education and disclosure. The Laughlin UFO Mega Conference.